Hi, Maggie here again on the latest installment of the Vocal Human. Um, Coming back to you today, it's been a little while since I did the last one, but I'm coming back to you today because it's very much a banner day for me, which I'll explain in just a minute. And I wanted to put it into context with what's going on in the world around us. People like to say that the world is run and unfortunately ruined by old white rich men. And I've jokingly said in the past that I can't change the fact that I'm old and white. I've never been rich, so that's one up for me, and I'm working on the other one from not being a man anymore. I'm turning into a lady. And being, thankfully, in a state that's far more supportive of people who go through the journey I'm on at the moment, it's made things so much easier than a lot of other people who unfortunately face pushback and obstacles all along the way just to be who they want to be or love who they want to love. And it's so sad and distressing. But for me, it's a big day today because I finally managed to complete the court process where I've legally changed my name. So I'm now legally Maggie, and that makes me feel so special and excited. I've had on my driving license the gender designator as female for the last couple of years, and again, that's thanks to the state that I live in, and I'm able to do that. And like I say, that makes me feel so special, and I feel so empowered and confident because of that. But unfortunately, in this world that we are currently living in, particularly this country that we're living in, there are a lot of people who feel victimized and isolated, and it's getting more and more dangerous. And unless we fight for the continuing freedom to be who we want, we may be in peril of not only losing that freedom, but being actively victimized, and maybe even excluded from our country, or being actually told that it's illegal to be who we want to be. I've faced that in a way in three different ways. One is I'm an immigrant, as you can tell from my accent, originally from England and been living in the US for 22 years as a permanent resident alien, and I did that all legally, but I'm still an immigrant. And unfortunately, there's a current party in the States at the moment who have a very dim view of all immigrants. It really doesn't matter who, they just want to pick on them all. And being an immigrant could be something which causes you to be victimized or expelled or picked on or even imprisoned going forward. So, I personally think that, for me, that's more of a distant threat, but it's still a threat. If everything went to its extreme, I could find myself not being able to stay in the country that I chose. So there's that. There's certainly I'm proudly a trans female. That's something that a lot of people have taken aim at, and feel that they wish to victimize, that they think it's something that's a phase or something that can be cured or something that's perverted. They treat a lot of the LGBTQIA plus, whatever the other number of letters are, our tribe. They treat a lot of them as perverted and no better than pedophiles, which is horrendous, criminal, shocking, inhuman. And again, thankfully the transgender and LGBTQ and all the other letters community have the history of fighting back, and they're continually fighting just to be who they want to be. And hopefully that will make a difference. But a lot of the progresses of the last 30 years are at threat of being lost at a stroke. So that, again, as part of that tribe, puts me at risk. But in a way, the biggest part that I'm now at risk at, and some might regard me as not a real woman, I'll leave that debate for another take, but I am now identifying as female, and there is absolutely no doubt that women are a threat at the moment like at no other time, or at least not in our living memory. Women, unfortunately, have always been victimized and not given equal rights, and everything that they've achieved has had to be bitterly fought for over generations. And we finally thought that we were making progress in that women were being treated more equally and were thought of more positively. And yet, you've only got to look at the things that have changed in the last year and a half, 2 years, and all of that is looking as though it's just going to be rolled back. And so much so that women can't even have choices over their own reproductive rights and basic health care. And that cannot be right. It cannot be allowed to continue. Why does anyone feel they have the right to tell anyone how to live their lives, how to approach their medical care, who they should love, where they should live, if they should live? Because some people's extreme views feel that, aberrations like me should be just wiped from the face of the earth, whether it's because I'm an immigrant, or it's because I'm a trans woman, or because they just have a very misogynistic view altogether and just feel that women are less than equal. A lot of cases in the past, you looked at this as a historical view that couldn't possibly be true now, or it was, dystopian, and that it's just something that could never happen here. It won't happen here. No, we believe too much in our freedoms and democracy and everything else. But wake up, listen to what's being said. They're not saying the quiet parts quietly anymore. They're saying the quiet parts openly. And when they say them, you've got to take them at their word, because that's exactly what they will do if they get into power. And if they do that, it's too late. All the worries and frustrations and, things that would cause you to think, no, I'm not so sure about that, but it'll work out. It'll be too late. You'll have lost it and you won't get it back again. You have to wake up now, realize the threat and the danger now, not only to you, but to your neighbors, your friends. That we're all at threat, one way or another. If someone doesn't like your opinion, you're an enemy. So we have to wake up, we have to protest, we have to fight, and most importantly, we have to vote for the country you want to live in. It's so vitally important. So that people who have banner days, exciting days like mine, can continue to have those, and that they're not wasted and not thrown onto the scrap heap. It's all up to you, it's all up to us. So please, please, please take it seriously. I'll leave it there. Thanks for listening. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe, drop some comments. I would love to hear from you. But for now, this is Maggie, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.